So I don't want to. Okay. Yeah, alright, let's go.
No. No, you're not doing it. No, not until you start doing it. You're not saying it. Everybody, you can stop. This is the Locker Rooms and Legends podcast. This is episode 69.
Just like next episode and then episode last episode.
Yeah, well, the next episode's episode 420.
Oh!
That's a big jump.
I'm joined here by three of the most important. Wait. Do I include myself in the intro?
No.
Yeah.
Three of the most important, influential people in the sports media. Myself, Luke, and Russell Wilson.
Russell
Oh
Wilson.
my god, I thought you were Russell Wilson with that jersey on.
Oh, I was about to
Russell
ask
Wilson.
Russell Wilson. I thought you were with your wife out in a different country. What's going on?
No, actually, I came back just for the podcast,
No,
guys.
he's in another country?
I think so. We brought his pads and everything.
Well, it doesn't matter.
I saw that.
We're not here to talk about that.
I saw that. He's ready to cook this.
What are we here to talk about, Luke? We're here to talk about best MCU movies. So today we're introducing a new segment on the podcast. It's going to be called Think Outside the Box Office, where we're going to take a dive into the movie industry, and we're going to kind of give our ratings. So today we're going to rank all our MCU movies. That's why I got the shirt on, guys. We each have our own list, and at the end of the episode, we'll come together and make one list. We'll let you guys know what's the hierarchy of MCU movies. Who wants to start us off? Do we count up? You know, it's always a personal preference. I always like to go from worst to best. That's me. I'll go worst to best. best. So that's what I do. In case you guys wonder, we're doing this segment because there's a huge MCU movie coming out tonight. Well,
Tonight?
it's changing the landscape.
It's coming out tonight?
We're seeing it tonight, like 11 p.m.
I didn't know it was coming out tonight.
What's that movie called, Matt?
It's called Minions: Rise of Gru.
So, fans, if you didn't know, the MCU, we're talking about the best MCU there ever was. The Minions cinematic universe.
The only one.
The only one. I don't know any other ones.
Just for me, the other one just doesn't have enough bananas in it.
Not enough.
It's just not. I don't know.
Not enough
It's
Steve Carell, man.
It's not it. It's just not it. I don't know what it is.
Not
It's
enough
not
bananas.
So
it.
rounding off our MCU movies at the bottom, I gotta put Minions.
You're gonna put Minions. Okay.
Wasn't a fan.
Wasn't a
Really
fan.
wasn't a fan. I went in that movie. Maybe I was expecting some Kevin jokes, some bananas here and there. I don't know, little yellow people running around with overalls.
That's a hot take.
And I got that. Yeah, I got it. But nothing else. There was no heart to that film.
When did Minions come out? What year did it come out?
2015. Looked up today.
Nice. Quick. You're just quick on that one.
Just
He's
it was just lowbrow humor from a franchise I've come to know and love. Pretty intelligent movies.
From an MCU cinematic
Yeah.
box office. that you've
Intelligent
done.
movies.
Okay.
It's pretty high level movies. The technology Gru uses throughout the films is just incredible to me.
That's
Really
a
gets
villain.
me
That's a
thinking.
villain. That is a villain.
That's
right
a guy
there.
So
I
are
want
you
to steal the
saying
movie.
that it's last because the lack of Gru?
Maybe the lack of balance. Maybe it's like a yin and yang kind of thing where you got Gru balancing out the minions.
Okay.
But also there's something else missing. But it's also missing in my next movie too. Despicable Me 3.
Ooh.
Okay.
It's a
I'm
hot
not a
take.
fan. I'm not a fan. The brother thing? Where did that come from, man? Gru's working for the FBI now?
You don't like the good guys.
The
You don't like him
FBI's not stealing the moon.
You don't like him working for the good guys.
They're not stealing the Eiffel Tower from Vegas.
They're not
No,
stealing
sir.
the largest atmosphere we've ever seen, the
Let me
moon.
get back to what was missing from both of those movies.
What was missing?
Is the scientist.
Oh my. Right.
Old-
Gru's helper.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
retires in the second film. Great film. He retires in the second film. And he's nowhere to be seen in the third one. Maybe he's here and there, but
Maybe he just shot one too many fart guns. Maybe.
also here
Rest his
the
soul.
villain was just weak. The 80s guy with the jumpsuit and the mullet and the guitar. It was just a weak villain. And the vinyl boss is a giant robot. Come on, guys. We're more creative than that.
Yep, we don't want to see robots.
We've stolen the moon. I know I've said it before. We've stolen the moon. We've turned minions purple. We've had a giant
They didn't just
restaurant.
steal the moon. They stole our hearts. I had to say
And
it.
Gru's already got the girl in this one, so there's no love interest in it.
Yep.
We just get a Gru copy with hair. What's up with that, guys? Not enough for me. It didn't do it for me. So
Fair.
this one's kind of hard for me.
Okay.
Want to hear your one? I just want to hear one. I don't hear two. I can hear
I
one.
gotta go Despicable Me 2 at 2. Oh.
At 2?
At 2.
Okay.
I love Despicable Me 2. Great movie. Great movie. Minions turning purple. I could have thought of that. Are you kidding me?
I mean, do they like grapes now? Do they still like bananas?
What happened? Yeah.
Do
see,
they
still like
say?
banana-
Do they say kumquat now? Like
Eggplants?
where are we going with this? Is what I mean. This is the intelligent filmmaking I missed.
And the twist. And the twist.
And the twist.
And the twist.
The whole time, if you're not if you haven't
Sorry,
seen
I
it.
sorry,
know.
fans. We might spoil things.
Spoiler
here.
warning. I'll
Spoiler
give you a
warning.
second.
Spoiling
I'll
the
give you a
second
second
one?
to skip forward. Give you a second to skip forward. That's
Alright,
enough
we're
time.
good. Yeah, okay, we're good. We're good now.
All right, so Gru is trying to become a good guy in this one. He's not quite there yet. He has his blunders here and there, which adds to the character building of Gru, which we don't have later on in these other movies. We just have lowbrow humor without any character
The
development.
love interest, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
But here we have him chasing the girl. We have him trying to be good for these girls. Now he's their guardian. And he's trying to prove that this wrestler guy is still evil. And at every turn he fails. Till the last second.
Is that the
And he starts turning the minions purple. With the frizzy hair. And they're indestructible. I mean, I thought they were indestructible before. But man, you got to see them in Despicable Me too.
Is that the one they're in the other country? They go to the other country?
No, that's 3.
I saw 3 too! That's crazy! That's crazy! I've seen all of them! I've seen all the Despicable Me movies.
But I
Yes,
love 2. And
yes.
2 has the perfect ending. The old scientist comes and saves the day with the jelly gun to turn all the purple minions back to yellow.
Great. It's a
Family
good ending.
film,
That's a good ending.
highbrow comedy throughout.
Just
Just
a clapper,
well thought out.
and you walk out. Yep.
But you can't beat the first one, man. You
Can't.
He steals the moon. He steals the moon. And they have one of the most lovable villains in a movie ever. Vector? You're telling me to walk out of the movie laughing about Vector? Rubbing his butt on the keyboard, smashing Gru against
Didn't
the
really
wall.
like him.
You didn't like him, huh?
Didn't really like him.
I loved him.
Thought he was
I loved
kind
him.
of. I thought it's still his month for one more day.
Oh!
Yeah, I didn't really like him. I didn't really like him.
Stop.
That's all I'm gonna say about that one.
Great movie. They had this shrill, harsh man who's been a villain his whole life. No one to love him. And he stumbles across these girls that teach him something. About being something bigger than yourself. Really coming of age story. It was just beautiful to see. I walked out of the movie with tears in my eyes, guys. I'm not gonna lie. And on top of that, he steals the goddamn moon.
So it has to be one. You're just gonna have to.
It's
one.
gotta be one.
It's gotta be one.
It's gotta be one. So there we go.
So you know, just the order. The order.
Hey,
they
so
came out.
Matt, the order they came out.
Well, what we do here, let's do one last roundup of your list.
Okay. So, counting down, or let's go
Either or,
best
either
to
or,
worst. Let's
either
go
or.
best to worst.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
Despicable Me 1, Despicable Me 2, Despicable Me 3, and then Minions. I mean,
That's
just
crazy.
the order they
I'll
came out
go
in.
second. I'll go second. You know why
Alright,
that's
alright,
crazy?
go.
You know what's crazy? Because I have a completely different list.
Oh, I love it.
None
I
of
love it.
mine.
That's why we're here.
None of mine are in the same spot that yours are.
Ooh, that's
That's what's crazy. That's what's crazy. And I'll start off with 4. Number 4, we're gonna have to go Despicable Me 3. I'm gonna have to
Okay.
go 3.
Okay.
3 just was not a good
I don't
one.
blame you.
By far the worst Despicable Me movie.
Oh,
So it's gonna be 4 for me. It's gonna be 4 for me.
okay.
Now here's where it gets tough. You already explained them all pretty well, so I'm just gonna go through real
No,
quick.
that's fine.
I
That's
agree.
good.
I
You know what I'm
agree.
saying?
I
Okay.
agree.
So this is where it gets tough, but
I didn't know I had that in me. I'm not gonna lie.
here's number 3. This is the bronze medal. It's tough. This is where we get to the good stuff. I'm gonna go the first Despicable Me. I'm gonna go the first Despicable Me. At 3. At 3.
my heart.
He put Minions above Despicable Me 1.
Yes, I did.
Ladies and
I did.
I'm having a bad day.
I'm having a bad day.
If you
And
take
that's
it
true.
personal, that's okay.
You just steamroll everything you see. If you
Everything
guys didn't know,
that's
we're
in my
quoting,
way.
we're quoting the Despicable Me.
I
song.
told you, I'm making this quick. And guess who one is? Guess who one is?
Wait. Go to 2. Go to 2. Or you want
You
one?
already know who's gonna be 2 if I tell you who one is.
Okay, yeah, it's fair. You gotta
One
have
can't.
You already know who one's gonna be.
You can't be
You
Minions
already
for
know
one.
who. The best movie in the MCU
Uh-huh.
is not even a question, and it's the Minion movie. It's the Minion movie. We need less Groot and we need only Minions. I go to watch the yellow guys.
I
go
lost that
strictly-
tape. Like, we did not call it the Gru Cinematic Universe. Did
I
we?
was gonna say the same thing. I was gonna have a question. I said, guys, what's the MCU? The Minions
It just comes
cinematic.
down to
universe.
what are you?
I strictly go to watch that to go watch the Minions.
I guess it comes down to what are you there for, guys? Are you there for highbrow comedy, intelligent technology, character development? Are you there for
The Minions.
the shenanigans? Or are you there for banana?
And that's what I'm there for. I'm there for the second one. Not all the important shit. I'm there for the MCU universe. The Minions. That's it. And Minions goes 1. Despicable Me 2 was really good. I really like that one. So I'm gonna have to put it second, but it's really close. But Minions goes 1. That's my list. That's my list.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Now I'm gonna give my list. I don't love the list, but I love the reasoning.
I don't love the list.
My list
Love
is a little bit
reasoning.
more, a little bit of a mix, but more leaning towards the first one. I'm sorry to say, but 4, I do agree with Trev. I do have Despicable Me 3.
Okay.
I just
can
wasn't
budge
a
on
fan.
that. I can budge
You
on
can
that.
budge on.
I left the theater. I'm like, I wasn't a fan, man.
Worst Despicable
wasn't
Me
a
movie.
fan.
That's fair.
Number 3, I do have the Minions movie, because I am a fan of Gru and I am a fan of the character. I do like the Minions. I do, but the
It's the
gibberish.
MCU. That's the MCU's about.
The gibberish they speak, it does get a little old sometimes.
I feel like you're watching Charlie Brown.
It feels like I'm watching a cartoon. It's like I'm not watching a movie, I'm watching a cartoon. Like I'm watching Tom and Jerry. That shit be fire. But I don't really like to watch Tom and Jerry movies, you know?
But guess what? How much did you have to pay for Tom and Jerry also?
That's what I'm saying. Like if I'm watching Minions at home for 30 minutes each episode, I mean,
Yep.
I might be laughing. This shit's crazy.
Amen.
Yep. Yes.
Amen.
Yes.
I watched the
I'll give
shit
you that.
out of that Tom and Jerry race movie. That's all I'm
Yeah, I
saying.
did too, and I'm like, why did I do that?
Take didn't
It
watch
was always on Cartoon Network.
It was always on.
Okay.
All right.
Let's hear it.
Then 1. Number 2, I do have Despicable Me 2.
No, that was
do.
the.
The reason why, okay,
Which one?
Despicable Me 1 is 1. And I just need to throw this plot out there. Man adopts 3 girls so they can sell Girl Scout cookies so he can break into his arch nemesis's evil lair. That's the only reason he adopts them.
Because he was watching them sell Girl Scout cookies there.
He's like, if they sell Girl Scout cookies, I can break in. That's why he adopted 3 girls. I mean, that's just genius writing. How do
That's the plot. Yeah.
I mean, the pyramids turn into a giant inflatable pyramid. I mean, guys, it's crazy. He steals
The moon.
He steals not the moon. He steals the Eiffel Tower at Vegas.
The biggest Eiffel Tower.
I mean, it's crazy. There's a
The
fart gun?
introduction to the Minions was just incredible. I remember
Bob, that's crazy.
There was a part of the movie where one of the Minions gets sprayed with the anti-gravity spray, and he just comedically levitates through the open window, and he's just never to be seen again.
Never.
I'm pretty sure you see him later on. In the
I
movie.
think so too.
But it's just funny. He tries to grab him on. He's like, ah, and he's gone.
So, a final comment I want to say is, sometimes you just can't beat the first. You can't beat the original, man. Sometimes you just got to go with the original. But what I'm going to say is, sometimes in an attempt to make a world bigger, a cinematic universe, when you try to make it bigger, sometimes you make it smaller. And what I mean by that is, in the first one, there's a sense of wonder. What is a minion? Where do they come from? What are these things that say banana all the time? Who is this Gru character? What was his upbringing like? Where do these girls come from? Who was this Vector guy? When you try and build off of it and create more backstory, it kind of eliminates that imagination people had in their heads where they came up with their own ways the minions came to be. They came up with this own way where Gru and the scientist met and how he was raised. It
You
just
gotta think about it yourself. Yeah, it's all.
yeah, sometimes you make the world smaller by making it bigger yourself. Agreed. So for me, I gotta keep 1 at 1.
And that's why you just gotta think outside the box. That's why you just gotta think.
He's right.
outside-
So it sounds like we can do some shifting around here.
Oh,
Sorry,
we
we can lock in 4. We can lock in 4.
We can lock in 4.
Despicable Me 3.
Despicable Me 3
Okay.
score.
Okay. I say you can't hate on Minions if I put that 1. You can't put
No,
that 4 to me.
of course not.
It's
Of course
disrespectful.
not.
Okay.
Of course, even when it came out of my mouth, I was like, I could switch it.
I could argue that you could put it 3. We can put it 3 because
Okay.
Despicable Me 2 is so good.
But it's like
Despicable Me 2 is so good.
It's like a 1B it's like a 1A and B to me with 1
Okay,
and 2.
okay.
It's so close. And with you speaking so highly of Minions, I hate putting it at 3, but
Yeah. But Despicable Me.
we only have 4 movies to work with at the end of the day.
Exactly. Of the best MCU universe. Of the best MCU.
only.
Of the best MCU, my bad. Because the problem is yeah, Despicable Me is 2 so good. Of 2 is so good, you can't drop that. You can't drop that to 3rd. That's disrespectful.
shot.
So are we gonna stick with me and Matt's?
Yeah, if you're both going 1,
I think we're sticking with yours exactly.
Okay.
if we're both going 1, we have to. We have to.
So you're
2 ones.
so fans
2 gold medals. We have to.
verdict quickest verdict we've ever made on making a top 5 list.
You know, I think that's because there are only 3 of us, but it's okay.
Quickest. So At 4, we have Despicable Me 3. It wasn't terrible, but we had grown to expect more from Illumination. We were all disappointed. Number 3, we had the Minions movie. It doesn't have the same story aspects, but it's a great time. Great time for the kiddos and us. We're all kids at heart, guys. We're all kids at heart. And number 2, we have Despicable Me 2. It's another great film. We're all in agreement, so we're kind of saying it's a 1A, 1B type situation. But we do have Despicable Me 1 taking the edge, because it's the original, has a great story, good heart, and he steals the frickin' moon, guys. He steals the frickin' moon.
The moon?
The moon?
How do you make a sequel to that?
They did.
They did.
Hey, you know
They
how
made
they
a
make a
great
sequel? You know how? Purple Minions. That's how.
5th one's tonight, though, right?
5th one. Hey,
Where do we have it right? Hey, bold prediction here. This could be the perfect blend of what I thought we were missing.
Okay.
And what you
You're
think
right.
the Despicable Me movies are missing. This could be the perfect blend.
You're all right, because Gru will be in it a lot. There won't be any girls. There won't be the 3 girls,
That's
which many
tough.
people do like. But this could be a perfect storm.
What's kind of frustrating about that is because let's say it's a Star Wars movie. You know the new Star Wars movies? You're like, oh, we can't have Han Solo, Leia, Luke in it because they're all old.
And some of them are dead.
Yes, I didn't
Rest in
want
peace, Carrie Fisher.
I didn't want to be that guy, but R.I.P. Leia. R.I.P. Leia. But take more sounds. But so they're cartoons. You can't just make the cartoon a kid forever or a little bit older. Why can't they just have the cartoon in this movie right now?
See, the problem is because the timeline here, Gru is as old as the kids are in Despicable Me 1, in this new one.
Wait,
so
what?
Gru is a kid. This is a flashback movie. So
So
Gru's a
Minions
kid.
Gru meet.
So the girls aren't
And he
born.
takes on a league of supervillains. Who doesn't want to see
And
that?
so do the Minions, and it looks like the Minions take it to him, so I'm pretty excited. So, to end it off here, what I'm going to say is, guys, July 1st, Minions Rise of Gru is coming to theaters. So how about you guys go see it for yourselves, and you guys, you rank these movies yourselves, and let us know down in the comments where you rank these movies.
Give us your top 5. Give us your
Luke,
top
sign
5.
us off of.
So, sometimes, guys, you just gotta think outside the box office.